All right, YouTube, Apple, Spotify, what is going on? It is Boss Man Spencer, aka Isaiah, from Ascent Sports and the Zaya and the Steelers podcast. Today, I am joined by Onion Bomb, aka Brenden. He was supposed to be in an episode a little bit ago, but it didn't end up working. And speaking of that, I know it has been the holiday seasons. The uploads haven't been as animated, if you will. But last week I was sick, and it was Christmas, and then obviously now it is New Year's time. But we are now officially past the holidays, coming down to the end of the season. And yesterday was quite the ball game, quite the occasion to ring in the new year as the Steelers tied the season series with the Ravens 1-1, beating them, improving their chances to go to the playoffs, and for the first time since week 2 are 500, I believe, right? That has to be true because we were 1-1. Also, yes, I shouldn't say also, but Brenden, if you would like to say something, say hi. Go ahead.
Hello, I
Why are
am
you yelling?
here.
Why are you yelling?
Why are you
Uh,
yelling? But what is up? I am ready to talk about the Steelers. Just the first one we did got just killed. This one's fucking get killed too because I am a jinx to podcasts and stuff.
uh, Hopefully not. Hopefully not, because that would be super annoying. And with how this season has gone, there is a lot of things to talk about today. Now, normally with these videos, I release them after the game, like directly after the game, and we talk just about the game. I fucked up. I didn't end up releasing it after the game. I didn't end up talking about it immediately after. So who knows? Maybe me, and this is also why I brought Brenden, just in case there's some stuff I'm missing. Maybe he'll remember. Uh, but then I think we can talk about the future, the outlook of the team, and what could possibly happen, and what's probably gonna happen. But anyways, back to the game. I don't know. I don't know how I feel. Honestly, I'm happy we won. But it is week 17, and our offense, man, is just bad. It's just really bad. We make our plays every now and then, but you know, we're good for one touchdown a game. Like, that's really us. That is really us. What?
So just you said for the game. I don't know.
Oh.
Imagine you have to ouch.
Uh, I mean, I just don't know. Like, I just don't know how to feel. Like,
Yeah.
every week I try to like really stretch out the one drive that actually was something, or I guess two drives, because our first drive and our last drive was the only thing really of note. Uh, Offensively, we got into field goal range, and some field goals happened. Our run game was pretty good all night, but a lot of the times we strayed away from the run game. I feel like when it was like working, and that kind of killed some drives, or like a bad run would come on second down or something, and like that would kill the drive on offense. Uh, and then defensively, same things. Our run defense is bad, but the Ravens suck. Like, they stink, especially with no Lamar, and 10 points to be led up by the defense. Not bad at all. Definitely not bad at all. We held J.K. Dobbins a little more, I think, this game than we did the first time, but J.K. Dobbins was still pretty effective. There were some points where the receivers were open for the Ravens, like they're like wide ass open. That was annoying. Mark Andrews had a better game, and with that, I think Devin Bush got like benched in the game,
Yeah.
like because there was a play where he was covering Mark Andrews, and Andrews was able to get it, and then he was promptly out. I don't know. He only played five snaps of like 50 something. I don't know if he's hurt or what, but that's not good. Not good to see. But honestly, I don't want to get too negative. I feel like it was definitely a positive game, definitely a positive outcome. That last drive, Kenny Pickett, man. I don't know. He's
two
got
weeks
that
in a
2
row.
weeks in a row. He's got
Yeah.
it in him.
Yeah.
Uh once we get a real offensive coordinator, I
Mhm.
think we're gonna be pretty set, and we have to see how it finishes. But
Yeah.
I think there are gonna be a lot of people who owe Kenny Pickett an apology. So far, because once again, he no turnovers. Again, no, he threw a pick the last game, but only one turnover in the past, I think, 5 or 6 games after starting out like with 8 interceptions. Has been money in the fourth quarter, money on the last drives, and yeah, looking pretty good. Brenden, what were some of your thoughts about the game yesterday? What do you think?
Um, yeah, definitely up and down. There were points I thought like, we might actually lose, and then like it was like, all right, we're gonna win. It is something to note. The only touchdown we let up was the one because of the bullshit Cameron
Oh
Hayward
yeah,
penalty. That was
you
the
know
only
what?
one.
See, this is why you record the night or immediately after the game, because one, I would have completely forgot about that, and two, I wanted to get that somewhere like on the side. I wanted to note that penalty, because yeah, that was bullshit. That was bullshit, especially like when you think about
So
the
he,
context. Like, this is the Steelers versus Ravens. Like,
yeah,
are you kidding me right now? This is what we're doing. We're calling these penalties.
he
Uh,
literally pulled him down.
yeah, he did.
How?
He did pull him down too. It was the Ravens player who pulled Cam down, and like that hit the ref. If that's what the flag was for, I'm assuming it's because the ref got hit. Like, I think if the ref doesn't get hit, then it is what it is. But I feel like it was because the ref got like hit by the arm, that the Ravens player literally pulled Cam's arm into. And yeah, that did come off that bullshit penalty. Uh, and yeah, once again, that was the only touchdown of the game. So that was definitely Mickey Mouse. Shout out to our defense. What do you think? What else? I didn't mean to interrupt.
Um, Kenny Pickett. These are two. It might be not like the whole game that looks like elite, but there's definitely flashes in these final drives in important games. This game keeps the Tomlin record alive. It keeps our playoff hopes alive. Last week was the Franco Harris like memorial and um immaculate reception anniversary,
Sure
and
put up a lot of
also
points for
kept
Franco.
kept us alive. So I think, yeah, Kenny Pickett has that factor, and I just saw on Instagram some jersey swap person swapped did for like teams that like would like for like Bryce Young, and he put the Steelers, and someone said like Steelers aren't gonna draft a quarterback. He's like, bruh, come on, Kenny Pickett mid. Your graphics are actually mid, buddy. You don't know
Yeah.
what you're talking about. Um,
Yeah.
there is, even if Kenny Pickett was looking bad, we weren't gonna draft a quarterback. Not after we just draft one, and we're in no position to get Bryce Young. He's gonna be gone within the first 3 picks.
Yeah, we fucked that one up. We
It's
fucked our
amazing how
draft pick
stupid people.
all types of ways,
Yeah,
trying to be a winning
that
team. Uh,
I
but
we are like down to 16th now. I
yeah,
think and I think we're gonna get lower maybe.
I think, yeah, anywhere from like 15 to 18 at this point. Uh, but yeah, that you'll find a lot of bad takes on Instagram. All sports, Instagram is very inclusive with how bad their takes are. Like, but across all sports, like
Yeah,
the posts on Instagram are
yeah.
pretty bad. Uh, but yeah, this is what they're trying to do. Like, we're trying to win. We're 8-8 after starting out 2-6. So we fucked the draft pick up. So I'm hoping that we just keep winning, and I'm hoping we can get as far as we can get, since that's what the plan is. Like, I'm not trying to.
Mhm.
To be honest, I think a better draft pick, considering how good we can play when we can win games like this already. With the current roster we have, if we had another top pick like on top of that, I think probably would work out better. But it's whatever. We're very close to the playoffs, and if we make it, if we don't make it, we got very close to the playoffs. And thanks to Chase Claypool and the Chicago
Yeah.
Bears. We damn near have two firsts. Because we have right now it would be the 32nd pick because the Dolphins lost their pick. So that's like it's
Oh
technically the
yeah.
32nd pick. So it's like it's
Yeah.
technically the last pick in the first round. So shout out to the Bears and Chase Claypool so far. Keep losing. Uh
One more game.
One more game, and then so yeah, pretty much two firsts, and I think we have our another second as well. So we
Yeah,
have the
our
first and then
second.
2 seconds, but like the Bears second is like, very good. So hey, lot of capital. I think we also have a decent amount of cap space too. Uh I think we can keep we can keep building this thing around Kenny. And speaking of Kenny, not only him, but George Pickens, he's played well all season. I thought he played that he had a catch that was pretty crazy. Deontay had a catch that was pretty crazy. It was but his like foot was out of bounds.
Yeah.
Um, Steven Sims the one who made that like jumping catch over the middle? It was
I
either
think
Steven Sims or Fryermuth. It was one
yeah,
of
one of
them.
them did.
One of them made a play. Fam. Najee, and Jalen Warren, but
Yeah, going
specifically
off.
Najee. Najee had a really good game, and receiving too. I don't know whether Naj likes it or not. We are using him as a receiver. Like we continuously throw to him, all the
Yeah.
time. We continuously give him chances to make plays, like catching wise, and finally we got a touchdown out of it. I think he's done that twice this year. I think he has another receiving touchdown, but we tried it early in the game and it didn't work. We normally try it at least once a game. The same route, the same kind of throw, back shoulder. This time it worked out. And then running wise, it was very good. Definitely much different than it was at the very beginning of the season. Now Naj was, he was hurt. So hey, was he hurt? And then also Jalen Warren. The more we use him, the better it looks. I think. Next year, I can't imagine the Naj is in his second year. Jalen Warren's I think is a rookie. Kenny Pickett's a rookie. Pickens is a rookie. Fryermuth's only in his second year. Next year, man, we could be a lot better. A lot better. Is
Yeah.
all I'll say. And right now we're 8-8. Right now we're 8-8. Once again, shout out to the Ravens. Shout out to the Ravens. 1-1 on the season. Really should have been 2-0. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with you guys in Lamar and the playoffs and what you do. But yeah, there was another important game. Came down to it, and the Steelers came away with it. These things just kind of work out for us, don't they?
Yeah. And I think using Jalen Warren a little bit more is very warranted.
Anyway, I almost left the game, but real quick, just to get back to the game. Minka, Brenden, this was an off camera, off air, if you will, an off air conversation we were having. I think about like last week with Tony, in fact, and I said Minka should be Defensive
Oh
Player of the Year,
yeah.
and add another interception to that total.
Yeah, there's
I need to see
I
him at least like in the thing. He needs to be at least top 3.
yeah.
I don't know if it's gonna be Micah Parsons, if it's gonna be someone else, cool. But Minka legit has had a Defensive Player of the Year this year. Take away the AJ Brown game because that was bad. Take that away, and I think he's been great all year. And that interception at the end just sealed it. It was
Also the Isaiah McKenzie.
Hmm?
Isaiah
Oh
McKenzie.
yeah, it happens. It happens.
That was right in front of me too.
There were so many touchdowns that game. It was just like not from us. It was like I just forget. But yeah, a real big play at the end of the game, and he's been he's had him all year. And honestly, we didn't even need that because let me tell you, I had no doubt in my mind that we were gonna win. Like I had no doubt in my mind that we were gonna stop them. Because at the end, yes, because I had no doubt in my mind that we were gonna win this game previously. Like, come on, this is the Ravens with no quarterback, and their offense isn't good either. Like with the quarterback, And their defense isn't the best, but our offense isn't the best, so I wasn't really expecting that. But I knew on defense, like we should have been able to do this the first time even. If a certain free agent quarterback who we signed in the offseason, if he didn't come in and stink it up, and if he didn't stink it up for the first 4 games, and TJ Watt didn't get, if all of that, if we start Kenny and TJ doesn't get hurt, who knows what our record could be right now? That's all I'm saying. Who knows? And one more thing before we completely leave the game. Chris Boswell. How are we feeling about Boz right now, Brenden? As the non-number 1 Boswell fan.
I saw quite a bit of slander on
Did
Twitter,
you?
and yeah, it was like now he can't kick at all, and it's like and apparently this is worse than the tweak year in 2018. Penny is 8 misses.
Like
I
actually worse? He didn't have 8 misses.
That's what I was saying. I did not. I couldn't believe it. But
I saw something that said like he was 4 for 8. Like meaning he's hit 4 of the 8 since being back. But 8 misses is insane. Is that kind of extra points too?
Maybe. I don't even remember 8 misses though.
He hasn't even played that much.
He's been there.
Either way, listen, like we haven't been getting into scoring range all year anyway. But he's not playing the best. He's not playing the best. Played by injury. Are kickers? Is that allowed to happen to kickers? It happens with other positions. Like is he allowed to like be coming off an injury because he was hurt? Like
I think the Twitter opinion is no.
No one really cares, but like it just throwing it out there. It was he's kicking good, right? He's kicking good. Hurt. Kicking bad. Like it's all to like I don't know. We'll see what happens. But kickers, really all you have to do is hit your kicks. That's all we need from kickers. So if you can't hit the kicks, oh well. Definitely something to monitor, I think. If we want to, just like in 2018, I think for Boz, we just got to get out of this year. We just got to make it out. So hey, if we don't want to make the playoffs and this is his last game kicking, if he ends them, if he makes all the kicks, I guarantee you nothing happens. If he misses, honestly, at this point, like I don't know if we're just gonna cut Boz. He's been on the team for a while. I think because if he survived 2018, I think he has some at least seniority now to stick around, at least just based off that because he's been here a while. But yeah, definitely want to monitor the situation. If he does continue missing, it is what it is. We'll end up with a new kicker, but don't want that to happen. I like Boz. Boswell. It's always nice to have Boz. Matthew Wright, hopefully we have him on standby. I hope he hasn't been signed yet. For our sake, for his sake, I hope he has been signed. But yeah, I think that was pretty much everything from the game. And in conclusion, Kenny Pickett, very clutch so far. Definitely earned some respect. I even saw a Stephen A. Smith tweet about Kenny Pickett, Mr. Malik Willis, I'm Desmond Ritter. It's whatever. We were telling you Kenny was the guy, and he's the guy. And the Steelers told you he was the guy, and you didn't believe him. It is what it is. Keep down the Steelers. So, do we go through the playoffs? The playoff graphic, Brenden, have Steelers fans heard it already, or are they not aware? Should we? Next week.
Let's for the ones in the back
for the people who aren't aware. Next week, if the Steelers win, if the Bills beat the Patriots, and if the Jets beat the Dolphins, we are in the playoffs. Correct?
I think it's the other way around. I think
if the Dolphins beat the Jets.
I think. Wait.
No. It's the Jets because the Jets are eliminated.
Jets.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah, the Jets are. Yeah, the Jets.
Oh, we got that.
Another thing.
They're down to their third string.
Another thing. Well, the Jets stink and are eliminated, so they don't really have incentive to win either. Besides beating the Dolphins, but we gave Ben another year. We are also in much better, not much better, but I think we have 10 wins right now because we win at least one. We win that Jets game with Ben. I really think we do. I think that's the game Kenny Pickett came in and he looked better at the end.
Yeah.
That was his first game and he looked good at the end of the game, but our defense just kind of gave it up. I just think he could win that game. Uh, but yeah, that loss definitely has come back to haunt us. But we'll see. We still got a chance. Now I think the Bills will smack the Patriots. I think that can pretty much be checked off. If it doesn't happen, then oh well. But I that's the most likely thing, I think. Behind or in front of the Steelers beating the Browns, I think that's the most next likely thing. The Browns are looking good. I think are they do they still have playoff contention or are they out?
I don't think. I think they're out.
They're
They're
out.
7-9.
We're not.
Yeah.
LOL. Uh,
Yeah.
but I mean, yeah, they could try to play spoiler, but I think with the momentum, I think it's the hardest thing for us is gonna be the Jets beating the Bill or the Dolphins, because the Dolphins are still in it,
Yeah.
right?
I
They're
believe
still fighting.
so. I think they need some help though.
Yeah, but I'm sure they still have to win their games too, though, right? In
Yeah.
order to get in. So I don't know who's gonna be their quarterback.
Skylar Thompson. Bridgewater is hurt. Tua is still in
Who's gonna
protocol.
be the Jets quarterback? Mike White.
I think Mike White.
It is hard for me to put my thoughts together for that matchup for Mike White versus Skylar Thompson. And it's gonna be a lot of games like that next week. But our starters will be in. The Brown starters, I believe, will be in. Deshaun Watson will be our first chance to look at him. But definitely we're gonna get some revenge for week 1 or week 2, 3 for early in the season. We're gonna hopefully get some revenge, and then we'll see about the other teams. We put ourselves in this position of like needing other shit to happen. But we've also put ourselves in the position for this to be a possibility because at the bye, man, it was not looking good. We literally needed to do exactly what we just did uh in order for us to be in this position, you know? Like when we look back
Yeah.
on it, at that time it was like, well, yeah, if we just fucking win out, then maybe we have a chance to make the playoffs, but we're not going to do that because we're 2-6 and we damn near have done that. So, and the teams we needed to have lost have been losing. So it's just crazy. But once again, these things just kind of work out for us. It's how it works for the Steelers and Mike Tomlin. So we'll see. Are you feeling confident, Brenden? Do you think we'll do it?
I for some reason I thought the Dolphins had to win, but if the Jets have to win, I am a little bit more confident. Not like oh it's set in stone, we're going confident. Because what I'm worried about is the Browns because after all that it would just be such a shame and something so stupid if the Browns just like we just come in
The
and
Browns
sleep.
ended our
I've
season.
seen this I've seen that before where we just sleep. Like in I think to the Duck year
Yeah.
2019,
Mhm.
RG3 led Ravens, we slept. 2017 playoffs, Jags, we slept.
We do be sleeping on teams, don't we?
I I'm worried that it's like we got this. We got this. But hey, Kenny Pickett. And yeah, I always thought about this. If he can make the playoffs, even if we get smashed, that's a good thing. Because 2019. Pitt made the ACC championship, got smashed by Clemson, but it gave Kenny a taste and he worked. He got back. And then 2021, Wake Forest, he got it done. And once Kenny gets a taste, it's all over.
Kind of like Deshaun Watson. Reason why he probably should have been starting all year because he gets the experience. But once again, we wanted to roll. We wanted to roll with Mitch. And let me tell you, you Mitch guys, I think it's over. Like I think you guys are dead. But if we make the playoffs, it is certainly dead. Like there is no
Yeah.
shot Mitch can ever play for us again. So we'll probably either keep him as a backup or get rid of him. But he will not be coming in or starting next year. So we'll see what happens. And yeah, I think the Browns, like we could just sleep and we lose. And if we lose, then none of this really matters. But we can't. Like this is what they're presenting to us is we're a playoff team. We're trying to be a playoff team. This is what we gotta do. We gotta beat the Browns, and it's just the Browns. Like I'm so tired. That one loss, I get it. They got us, and then they got us early in this season. But like, it's still they're not a real team. We beat them all the time. We beat them most of the time. We beat them like 98% of the time. With Ben, of course. But yeah, I really hope we win. We should win. I think we're better than them. I think we're better than them on paper. I think we should be the favorites even. But, I guess they do have Deshaun Watson and they have Amari Cooper, David. Is David Njoku hurt? Not hurt?
I'm not sure.
What about Myles Garrett?
I think he's good.
Who you got? Alex Highsmith or Myles Garrett? No, no jokes. Who you got? Oh, you're not gonna answer.
I don't. No jokes.
No joke. Who you got?
I don't. I'm trying, but
I want to say Alex Highsmith. I'm taking Alex Highsmith over Myles Garrett.
If I'm being 1,000% dead ass, I think I might go with Myles Garrett. But Alex Highsmith is a baller, no cap.
Yeah, Myles Garrett is probably way better than Alex Highsmith. But I'm just saying, I would take Alex Highsmith because he's just elite, built different, and he's healthy for us. So once again, we have no excuse not to beat the Browns. And then, yeah, I think I've said this, but I think the Bills will get it done for us because they're playing for a number 1 seed. Speaking of that, they're playing tonight against the Bengals, right? Bengals could win the North back to back. As expected.
I think they will.
Congratulations to the Bengals for doing that, I guess. I don't know, for playing to expectations. Seen a lot of AFC North teams have high expectations, and then they don't play to that, especially in Cleveland. And a lot of the times in Baltimore, too, low-key.
Yeah.
Weird-ass Bengals and the weird-ass Steelers. That's who I think is left, because I don't know what's good with Lamar and the Ravens, but if he does play, I don't think there's going to be any noise. I don't think there's going to be any noise from us either, but I think there's a higher chance of us like going to the Super Bowl right now than the Ravens. No cap. That's how I feel right now, honestly.
Because is Lamar gonna be healthy for the playoff?
But yeah, maybe I don't know what's
that's
good.
What they want you to think. And he actually needs a whole new leg.
That wouldn't be good, and I understand why the Ravens would be hesitant to sign him, but I don't know. I'm kind of over the Ravens. I'm kind of sick of them. Fuck, what was I saying? I'm kind of sick of them. But yeah, I think the Steelers and the Bengals are the teams right now in the AFC North. Nice to be a part of them. Nice to be a part of that list, I guess.
Yeah.
Matt Canada. What do you think? You think he earned another year?
The one thing that I am worried about is him earning another year with all this winning and making the playoffs. Yeah. Because it's like at first, like when we're losing, he looks like just an absolute bum. Now he's looking like Keith Butler, a bum, but a bum that still finds a way to win.
That's insane.
But you can still you can see like the red zone is atrocious. Like we get there and like we tried to run it with Jalen Warren twice, and then we tried to throw to I think Steven Sims. no offense to him, because if anyone got me, I know that Steven Sims got me. Can I get an amen? Um, but no George Pickens, no Pat Fryermuth, no Deontay Johnson, no like Naj. I mean, at this particular draft, no, come on, I know that's how we got it done to Naj, but like we're not looking at the star players in the red zone. It makes no sense. He just doesn't know how to act in the red zone, and like there's just still like can't help the jet sweeps and just the bad play calling. I just think we need someone else, and like if we don't, it seems like when it's like too good, we don't normally do it. The only time we did it was for like Minka, but Frank Reich being available, and I hope we at least try to make that happen. Like there's a very real reason thing that he might be like a head coach, maybe. But I just, if he can be our offensive coordinator, I want that. It's just I
Frank
don't
Reich
want Canada.
is going to
Frank
be a head
Reich.
coach again?
He might.
Are you kidding
Maybe.
me?
I don't know. Maybe.
Hey man, I think you got to try out again. I think we got to back that up.
I mean, I hope that's the vibe. I hope that's but a lot of there's a lot of head coaching jobs open.
Is there?
I think Panthers need one. The Raiders should need one.
Oh yeah.
The Broncos need one.
Yeah. The Bucks will.
The Colts need one, but the Bucks should need one.
Yeah.
Actually, I guess there's not a lot of
Yeah, I just
now, but
didn't.
there's a
I
lot
just
of
assumed that he would be like out of the head coaching thing, and he would have to like kind of coordinate again. It would be nice to. I don't. Who was he used with Philly, right? When they
Philly.
Super Bowl.
Yeah, Philly OC.
And then he's coming from the Colts, because he got
Yeah.
fired. That's why coming from. I don't know about all that, but
I think he should have been. That's it.
he probably shouldn't have been fired. Just not a good year, not a good team. But yeah, that would be something.
Well, one thing, I know this is made about the Steelers, but the Colts. I think like they're bad right now, but like I think they kind of blew it up too early. I think because like they like were benching Matt Ryan, and like they fired Frank Reich. I think they didn't have like a big chance, but they had a better chance than just Jeff Saturday. I don't know if they want the pick, but maybe this is a tank job. We'll see.
They have been known to do that, haven't they? I think this is different ownership though than that first time, but the Colts do be tanking.
Passing the torch.
Yeah, passing the torch, I guess. I don't know. So yeah, we'll see what they do. But yeah, Frank Reich definitely would be an option. This is kind of wild, but yo, we should get Bruce Arians back. That I thought he was pretty good for us, and we see how the Bucks look now. Even though congrats, you won in another late game against the Panthers. I thought the Panthers had that, but yeah, I would like Bruce Arians, even though that probably won't happen. Frank, what's his name? Frank Signetti, or whatever, from Pitt.
Oh yeah. Oh, I think that's the current one.
Who was the last one?
Mark Whipple is.
We get Whipple. If that's a thing. Even though Canada was at Pitt, wasn't
he? Yeah, and then he went to somewhere like kind of big. Like I almost want to say LSU.
Matt Canada.
I don't know. It was somewhere. I was like, really?
Oh, you're looking it up. Okay.
I'll look it up too.
Holy shit! Yeah, Maryland, LSU, Pitt, NC. Yo, this dude. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, LSU.
Or the offensive coordinator and quarterbacks coach for Maryland, LSU, Pitt, NC State, Wisconsin, Northern Illinois, Butler, and Indiana. I mean, I'm sure, he was great in his other roles, but right now it's not looking good. Um, but yeah, I would like Whipple. I thought last year what we were able to do on offense was kind of crazy. And Pitt, well, what they were able to do was pretty crazy. Like if anybody watched Pitt, if anybody was watching that year, like we were putting up 50 points consistently, by accident.
Yeah.
Like we were just coming out and doing that for 99% of the time. So, and then you got Kenny Pickett. We probably maybe have fallen out of the Jordan Addison sweepstakes, but maybe could still do that. At this point though, I don't
According
know.
to some mocks, were like maybe right there. Um, but it looks like we are out of Joey Porter Jr. range.
Shit,
Jordan
honestly,
Addison.
our corners haven't been the worst. Arthur Millette, he
Yeah,
made a play yesterday in the game to bring it back to that, and James Pierre also got hurt. I was pretty sad about that, but like our corners aren't. They've been playing like really well. We could still like use you. We could still use one, and like if we could get like a really like a Sauce Gardner kind of corner in the draft, like of course do that. But like I don't know. It's not like the problem that I assumed it would be. Like I don't think it's been that bad
yeah.
versus like our other issues that we have. Um, but yeah, just bring the whole 2021 bring the whole 2021 pit team to the Steelers. We saw what happened.
Fact.
Should have honestly like besides like a fluke loss, which the Pittsburgh Steelers are good for. Besides like the fluke losses, like maybe could have made some real noise. Who knows? But let's see. Is there anything else? Am I missing anything? What have you been dying to talk about, Brenden? What have you been dying to know about the Steelers?
What have I been dying to talk about?
Oh, you know what? Did you see Kenny? Did you see him fall? Like when he was doing the
Oh,
handoff or whatever.
yeah, and he just stayed
And he
down.
just
Yeah, there
stayed
were some
down.
people that.
That was that funny.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he probably should have got up and threw it. But honestly, I can't really fault him for that because I assumed he was down too. I just assumed that was it.
Oh, kind of speaking of that, we won, so it doesn't matter. But at the end, when they threw to someone, I don't know if it was Mark Andrews or someone, he like picked it or he caught it and like went down. No one was around him. He got up. As he was going up, they hit the ball out, but they blew it dead. That he like.
Oh yeah.
I thought that was a fumble. That looked like a fumble to me. We ended up getting a pick
Yeah.
by Minka, but that
Mhm.
looked like a fumble to me.
Mhm.
I don't think he was ever down.
Yeah, definitely that could have been bad too.
Yeah.
If like he just got up and just took off.
The
That would have stung.
refs, bruh.
Yeah, the refs suck. They suck. Why do they
That
have
was
other jobs? Like like that like being a ref like isn't their only thing. Like these dudes have like regular like they're people. Yeah. Like all of them.
You gotta
That's
you
crazy,
gotta
right?
pay them more.
Pay them
Yeah.
like I don't even know if it's that like they just can't do that. Like bro, you have to live and breathe this shit. Like if you're going to be the ref,
Yeah.
because there's too many bad calls. There's too many just stupid calls. There's this shit. I don't want to do this. I don't want to be Mr. Conspiracy Theorist, but there's so many stupid calls that like it almost looks rigged sometimes, It almost looks
Yeah.
like that. So I feel like that can't happen. Like we need to have the best refs, and they should only be worried about football, especially because the like it can get worse. Remember the replacement refs?
Yeah.
When I think all the refs like were on strike or some shit, and they were just like, oh, we'll go get other refs, and like they literally brought like ACC refs into the NFL, and it was horrible. It was absolutely horrible. So, it is a hard job, but like we just need better calls, and we need refs to stop thinking we care about them, and to stop like being so prominent in the games when they don't need to be. When they don't need to be. That's it. Uh, but all right. Next week we have the Browns. We have the Browns. And once again, I am really looking forward to a win because we lost the Browns the first time. I'm really looking forward to getting that back as well. Whether it matters or not for playoff wise, we will see. But I would like to do that. I would like to beat Cleveland to end the year at least once. Kenny Pickett, he beat Baltimore, beats Cleveland, and all that's left is Cincinnati. We'll eventually get that. What do you think, Brenden? Are you ready to get out of here?
Yeah. It'll also save Tomlin's record.
Oh, you're right. I forgot about that. I assumed like it was
So
ready, but yeah, if we get to 8 and 9, that wouldn't be good.
yeah, we can tie now.
We're
As
100% gonna win. You heard it here first. We're gonna win.
We're gonna win.
Like, there's no way we blow all that against the fucking Browns, bro.
We can't.
Like, it's not like we started out 11-0 or something. So anyway, we will see you in the next one. If you guys enjoyed having Brenden on, let me know. Let's see, Brenden. Let's see if you have fans. Are you excited?
Yeah.
What if you have stands in the chat? Like, what if it's like Brenden Lover 223? Brenden is the best. It could happen.
That would be cool. That would be cool. Let me know.
Yeah, let him know. Anyways, guys, yeah, that is gonna do it. We will see what happens next week. Hopefully, we end up making the playoffs at this point. Hopefully, everything goes well. But if not, we will see what happens. Next week could potentially be the last game, the last recap. The season has just flown by. Thank you for staying with me. If you been watching all of these, and ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you in the next one. And the Steelers are going to the Super Bowl. No cap.